And back with another video. Today we're going up against the Phoenix Suns. So yeah, man. We're going up against the Phoenix Suns. I'm trying my best to make as many points as I can, but every time I make a bad shot and they don't go in, it brings our team chemistry down. And yeah, man. I'm really working hard because I'm not trying to get upset no more. Because if I get upset, then I might break something, but I ain't gonna break nothing. I'm just saying that's in general. But yeah, man, let's get into it. Man. Enjoy the gameplay, man. I'm bringing y'all a good gameplay, even though it's not the best gameplay.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Milwaukee, where the Bucks will be going up against the Phoenix Suns. And guys, for the Suns, they're enjoying a better winning percentage to this point than we saw last season. An encouraging sign for the players and the front office. You look at the roster of the Suns for this season and the past few seasons, and you'll notice a common theme. Boy, they got a lot of guards. What do you think, Kenny?
Well, it's nice to have a multiple of guys who can handle the basketball, do certain things, change things up. But, you know, sometimes that not having a lead guard hurts you down the stretch in close games.
You know, their decision to load up on guards was part of the reason why Dragic won it out. But having a lot of guards work for the Golden State Warriors, they won the championship. Will it work for Phoenix? We shall see.
Well, let us get down to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Is assembled at B&O Harris Bradley Center looking for a Bucks victory here in Milwaukee. And we've got it right here for you on 2K Sports. The Suns will end the road trip here before heading back to Phoenix. Still early in the season, and the front office and coaching staff likes what they're seeing from this team so far. Better winning percentage than last year.
And right now for Phoenix, they have hit the ground running this year. The work they did in the offseason has paid huge dividends right away.
Sure it has. I mean, they came out of the preseason with a real air of confidence. There may not have been many outsiders who believed in them, but now plenty of people do.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Randy Knight is out there with Book, and it's led at the 5 down low.
Good way to start the game there. I mean, that's a nice inside bucket.
You're right, Clark. That's exactly what you would want, to establish that presence down low early in the game.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. That's good. Booker's got himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And Monroe gives to Antetokounmpo, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue.
Look, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. And so here's Phoenix. It's a 3-point game. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working. And that led to the nice road win.
Here's Harris. Following the basket by Markieff Morris. Morris against Monroe. Shot clock at 5. Tries from 10. And yep, Holly Buckton rolling around the rim. Monroe's got his second bucket of the game to go. Suns have gone 2 of 3 to start out the game. Knight kicks to Booker. And a screen. Booker dishes to Knight. Gives it up and off the pretty assist.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here is Harris. He's coming off a 16-point game against Indiana. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. A finger. Morris with the rebound.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Right with it. Picked up by Harris. Here's Morris. The shot will not go. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Defeated by the Pacers in the last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Yeah, that's a good call, Greg. I mean, there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT, and that can happen after you expend so much energy just to force the overtime.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Harris kicks to Monroe. Step back shot here, and the jumper falls for him. Monroe's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
One hand broke the knee down to the ground with that one.
And a screen. Knight wide open, and the Suns tag on 2 more. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Plumlee. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Back to Harris. Phoenix grabs the miss. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Well, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable game for either one of them. They often don't get a chance to feel that way.
Now here's Antetokounmpo after Markieff Morris's miss. Puts up the baby level. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. The Suns have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Booker the pass tonight. Here's Morris. Again the miss by Morris. The Bucks trail. Now good to Doris Berkeley and Jets talk with head coach Jeff Hornacek.
We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands, so pressuring them and staying vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
Great, thanks for the report, Doris. Here's Booker after the made shot from Greg Monroe. And Booker kicks to Len. And that one's good. Len's got his first points of the night.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Collins will shoot one more at the free throw line.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps flowing back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Parker's checked in for Monroe. Mayo comes in for Antetokounmpo. Vasquez, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Harris. Here's Walters. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Wizards in Washington. first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawing back and forth, unbelievable.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Suns ahead. They lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Second quarter going back here. You guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Phoenix?
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding open man and getting some easy ones.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
The Suns leading. And now let's check out the lineup courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Mayo out there with Parker. Then it's Plumlee. Then it's Vasquez. And it's Carter Williams in the left side.
Wow, he got waxed on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Suns shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That one is off. The Rose check in for Milwaukee. No good. The Bucks shooting really well. 54% from the floor. Here's Carter Williams. Here's Vasquez. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Vasquez has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Bucks. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers provided a nice lift. He ended with 16 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. It was a great contribution from someone who's considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Foul call outside to the left. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I'd be much better off making him go to the line.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
strength. He's known for setting his teammates up for a great pass, first extra jump in the lane, and disrupt his pass attempts. Weakness, his difficult playing field contact is getting to the line. Use LT to aggressive defense and make him work hard for his shots.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
He's getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in the second.
Monroe, no good.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a blank like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Here's Walters, guarded by Harris. Walters dishes to Morris. Shot is off. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. Down to the first half of a 2-game trip. Harris outside. Monroe with the screen on Knight. And there's the feed to Monroe. A solo fast break. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Walters.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
And that one's good. Antetokounmpo's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Bucks. Knight passes to Walters. Here's Morris. Again to miss by Morris.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basket.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and then when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? More engaging and entertaining than just going the old, I'm one hand.
Now here is Harris. Brandon Knight missing his last shot. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Walters.
Come on,
Right
man.
by Harris. And the shot is good. The Bucks
Seriously?
come down now to just 4 points.
Come on.
Basket from Walters. Out to the wing. Inside. Monroe against Perkins. Monroe, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't need any looks better from that range.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more aggressive, be more aggressive.
It's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do that. Really been a key contributor over the past month. Averaging about 16 points, 7 rebounds, and
Brandon Knight. He's known as taking advantage of good shots, opportunities, press L bumper to double team him and get the ball out of his hands. Weakness, his struggles to defend players with the ball. Press L bumper to call for screens and get yourself a good look on offense.
A different look from Milwaukee. Plumlee comes in for Greg Monroe. And Middleton subbed in for Vaughn. And for the Suns, Lance checked in for Perkins. P.J. Tucker comes in for T.J. Ward, and it's Booker in for Walters. Suns trail by 6. Outside Knight. Here's the dish to Morris. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got 4 assists now tonight.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Parker. And that one's good. Parker's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
They have repeatedly closed inside in the first half, guys. And it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And that one's good. That's now 8 points for Markieff Morris.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. A little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Here is Kings to Antetokounmpo. 1:10 left to play here in the half. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Harris misses.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Outside Knight. Tries from 16, and the shot is long.
That's one he knows he should bring.
Here's Harris. Great dribbling on the arm. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Suns trail by 7. Land with a screen on Harris. Knight into the lane. And he drops it in from the low post. Knight's got 6 points.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And against Plumlee, feeds it to Parker. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Knight with it. The pass to Tucker. There's a triple. Can't hit.
I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but that first 3, it wasn't really going in. But when I'm on that fast break,
Well, Brandon, tell us a bit
I finally
about
make a
what
three,
you're doing on the team right
50%.
now in general, and what's important for the team to do in the second half.
I think we're doing all right. But we always want to improve. We always want to get better. And we just want to apply the pressures that we applied throughout the week. So I think we did a good job early on, and we started to get fatigued and get a little bit tired. So I think we got to continue to play through adversity.
Sticking to your principles is usually a good thing, Brandon. Thank you so much. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
I gotta wait until Monday to get my groceries. I'm glad it came today because usually it don't come. I gotta wait every single day just to get a approval on my food stamps. So I'm just grateful to have that. Can't wait to start eating again. Get a salad.
Okay,
Man.
eyes up front, guys. Our fans are really liking what we've done so far, and so am I. Let's go through some things. If there's something I'd like to see us do as well in the second half as we did in the first, it's get the ball into the low post. They've had no answer when we've gotten it into the paint. On a good note, our passing has been very smooth. You set each other up with some really nice assists. That's strong team basketball. Let's keep it up. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. All right, we're in good shape. But this is a strong team we're up against. We're going to have to weather some storms in the second half. Come on, fellas. We got this.
The second half about to start here in just a few moments.
On the Kumbo on this one.
10 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too. And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
So it's Phoenix now. They trail by 7. And on the floor for Jeff Hornacek starting the second half. Keith Morris and Alex Runner the bigs. Booker out there with Brandon Knight. And it's Tucker hitting the 3, the small forward.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found. I think they really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now Booker out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And we have a moment to take a look at the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA. The Suns #1. The Bucks second.
And the shooting display both these teams have put on this season has been remarkable. I mean, there are just three-point shooters all over the floor.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Leading by 5. Harris dishes to Plumlee. To Monroe. Here's a step back. Nice spin on the left and in. Monroe's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks. Well, Phoenix shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. It's Knight with the drive and the rejection by Monroe. Oh, here we go. Nobody back.
Solid in transition. Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Now here's Knight. 8 points for him. Tucker can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Screen by Monroe. Dishes it to Middleton. With his first shot attempt, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Some changes. O.J. Mayo is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Vasquez comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Carter Williams in for Harris. And for the Suns, Perkins is checked in for Len. And it's T.J. Warren in for P.J. Tucker. Suns trail by 11. Outside Knight, screened by Perkins. Here's Booker, both loose, out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Walters, he's checked in for Booker. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Milwaukee leading by 11. Carter Williams kicks to Vasquez. They set the pick. Down low. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Rivers passes. 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Suns trail by 13. Pass to Warren. Here's Morris, and he banks in the layup. Morris has got 10 points.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Now here's Vasquez. 5 points in the game. A wide open look for Plumlee. Here's Monroe. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the last.
Walters with the rebound.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate and embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Now, here's Warren. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Walters. Puts it up. Rebound by Vasquez. And up the court on the Bucks on the break.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Here's Walters. After the made shot from Greg Monroe. Walters, an easy layup after coming off the pick. Walters got 6.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helps him make it happen.
And he gets it to go.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Here's Vasquez. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot. And it's really paid off for them during the run.
Here's Walters. He has 6. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
And you know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards. And that's what's given them control of this game.
Now, here is Morris. He's got 10. Mayo left side. No luck. And Phoenix the other way now. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Walters, guarded by Vasquez. Shot the game clock separated by 5. And it's Mayo. That time on the assist by Vasquez. Mayo's got his first basket.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Outside Knight. Morris with the screen for Knight. To the middle. Off the run. And Morris with the lay-in. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
And pulls out with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
No good there. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Milwaukee on top. They lead by 18. And right after this, we're bringing the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And here's Harris. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker forward. Harris is out there with Chris Dalton, and it's Monroe in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Now here's Parker. Just 5 to shoot. Gets a ring on the way, and the bucket's good. Parker's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period into the Bucks. Goodwin with it. He's against Parker, and it's Goodwin missing.
Just typical in the paint. Lacking a little bit of confidence allows the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Right side, Antetokounmpo. Takes the 13-footer. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Kicks to Goodwin. Len with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Down low. Shot no good. Excellent D there from Parker. On Antetokounmpo, passes to Harris. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. A drive by Monroe. Good.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
You can't guard so much room. Spread the floor, actually to the top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Tyler Johnson, strengths, good at finishing inside around the basket when his feet is set. Use LT to body him up to force him out of the paint. Weakness, prone to bad passes and turnovers. Move your feet on defense and be ready to capitalize on his mistakes.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Johnson dishes to Tucker. Back to Johnson. Here's Goodwin. And again, it's the Suns missing. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
Johnson kicks to Booker. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense, but cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Shakes off the strong D and nails the bucket for two.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here is Harris. Parker outside. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from free throw range. And he gets that one to go off the front line.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it play.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
Goodwin kicks to left. Johnson up top, guarded by Harris. Now here's Goodwin. He's guarded closely, and it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
Great move there. That spin just dusted off the defense.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten absolutely red out shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. Harris passing to Parker. Rebounds. Phoenix takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Phoenix also making some changes. Perkins is checked in for Alex Land. T.J. Warren comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Walters checks in for Booker. For Phoenix, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Now, here's Goodwin. Defense right on him. And that one's good. Goodwin's got 4 points this quarter.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
Got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by.
Now here's Vasquez. He's hauled in by Goodwin. 1:30 left in the game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Milwaukee.
Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out part this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on, and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And looking at the arc of the season, this is the first of 2 meetings on the year, so this will be a solid win to go up 1-0 in the season series against the Suns.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Monroe. And the way he was able to dice up the D with his passing, really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass it to English. The pass to Vaughn. He kicks to Mayo from deep. And he hits the bucket.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
Here's Warren. The feed to Walters. He dishes it to Johnson. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to beat Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. The 2K Sports.
I'm just glad I'm a starter, man. I'm just grateful to be a starter. That's all I'm trying to do on 2Ks these days. Just be a starter.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Greg Monroe. He came out of the locker room at halftime with some nice shooting, going 3 for 3 to start the third quarter.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
They were riding a 2-game losing streak coming to this game and could not afford to drop 3 in a row. He rose to the occasion for tonight, big time. They needed this sort of performance from him. He took his game up a few notches. Love it, Ernie.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Alright guys, if y'all enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Trying to post mostly every day or every week whenever I have free time. And yeah, man, just trying to give y'all a good series of 2K or any 2K that I play. But yeah, man, stay tuned for 2K22, 2K23, 2K24, 2K25, and 2K26. I'm already done with all the 2Ks that's from this old gen, like 2K21, 2K19, I think 2K20, 2K21, 2K19, and 2K14. I'm done with that. And I have played 2K18, so all I gotta do now is just play 17 and 16, 22, 2K22, 2K23, 2K24, 2K25, and 2K26. So those are all the games I have to play still. But yeah, man, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Catch you guys in the next video.